We had a dog named Bumper who used to drag kids by their scarves. We thought this was hilarious. However, parents did not think this was a good idea. So Bumper was a golden, like yellow Labrador retriever. He was about a year and a half. And wintertime came and he thought it was great fun to come down the sliding hills with us or just take us on our sleds and drag us down the street. It was winter. It was fun. We thought it was great. But then Bumper started to get a little too excited, and he would literally grab kids by the scarves and just run like there was no, and you couldn't stop this dog. He thought it was great fun. The kids thought it was great fun. And my parents started getting complaints from the local neighborhood parents saying, your dog's a little rough. Little Johnny's coming home with marks on his neck or whatever. He wasn't mean. He was just crazy and playful. And the kids would come back the next day and say, oh, we're so sorry. We thought we were just telling our parents something fun. And they didn't think it was fun. So, we would get calls all the time, every day. And one day my dad had a call from somebody saying, do you know where your dog is? And my dad's like, yeah, he's attached in the back. Like he's on his doghouse. Cause that's back in the day when you used to, attach your dog to the doghouse for the whole day and they just stay out there. And this guy said, well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I see your dog running around the street with his doghouse attached. My dad's like, are you kidding me? Gets off the phone, asks all the kids, where's Bumper? And we're like, well, he's in the back. Sure enough, you look out down the street, and there is this dog running like a crazy fiend. People chasing him. And of course he thinks it's funny and his, ears are flopping and he's having a great time. Well, the time came that so many people were complaining about how dangerous our psycho dog was that my parents decided we had to get rid of it. And, we got rid of it. And a couple days later, the dog appeared again. And when I asked my parents what happened, my parents were like, he must have got out and he must have come home because he loved you so much, sweetie. I was like, yay, Bumper's home. And then Bumper disappeared again, and then I never saw him again. Well, it wasn't until years later that my dad was telling me this story about how they gave Bumper to the local pound, and they felt such severe guilt, mom and dad, after doing it. And they felt horrible that Bumper was probably in this caged outdoor penned area, because that's how it used to be back in the day. They didn't have inside kennels. Your dog just went into, a caged fenced area in the back. So they went and they checked it out and they saw Bumper, and Bumper was like super stoked to see my parents. So my mom and dad looked at each other and they're like, do we do it? Do we do it? And they literally scaled the fence, went on the other side, boosted Bumper back over. And that's how we got Bumper back. Those few days where he was missing and then he came back, well, that's how we got him back. But then the complaints kept coming. And Dad said eventually what they did was, because they didn't want him to go back to the pound, because they didn't want to risk another breakout, that they actually found somebody who owned a huge farm just outside of town. And we lived in Northern Ontario, so farms weren't, odd. And they passed Bumper along to this farmer, I guess, who quite enjoyed our dog. But yeah, I'll never forget this dog just taking us for rides. And oh, it was so fun. I'm not going to lie. We thought it was the best. But now that I look back at it as an adult, I think, holy crap, he could have strangled us. He could have, all the things. We could have gotten hit by cars. Oh, he was such a good dog. I miss that guy. Rest in peace, Bumper.